Hello and good morning. Now we have the lovely Julie from Scarlet Rose Crafts here today. Hello Julie.
Good morning.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, thank you.
Now we've got something new for you because we have got some, well, a really nice big bundle, shall we say. We can see it here, but we can talk about first off, because this is a bit of a new concept with these peel-offs, because they layer.
They do,
Yes.
Yes, as I say, peel-offs. We all know how peel-offs work, but we put a twist on it.
Okay.
So as you can see from that card you're holding up there, you get the solid, which you can use on its own, like an Art Deco-y theme.
Indeed.
Then you can use, and that is clear with the black filigree on top.
Right.
But then the magic happens, you layer the black over the silver.
Cool.
So you get like a two-dimensional effect. So then that allows you can layer them up. If you put it onto acetate,
yes,
you can layer them up on pads or on your glue gel to make fluttery wings. As you can see, a solid one there, look.
Yeah, really liking this.
We've got those as sun catchers.
Yes.
Put them on
nice.
the dashboard of your car as well. So they really show up really well. But as I say, you can use them in 3 different ways, but they were designed to be layered.
Perfect. And I have to say, I think the actual design of the butterflies,
they are very filigree, aren't they? They're beautiful. As I say, you'll see it more when I come to the samples, because obviously with the clear ones you can see the colour through them. Yeah. So whatever card you put them onto, it will be a black and gold, black and pink. Yes. Or obviously with your silver, which is slightly hologram.
It is, yeah.
Or your soft gold, or clear on its own.
Absolutely beautiful. And I mean, then have a look at these samples that you've done for us. They're just beautiful, aren't they?
Well, that one just shows you with the acetate. Yes. We've put the base one on the bottom, and I've used my Easy Mat to cut the frame out. Excellent. Which I'll be showing you later. That's a mixture of the stamps, because of course there's stamps as well in this kit. Indeed. You've got your dragonfly, 2 butterflies and words as well to complement. So that's a mixture of, which one are you holding up for there? Yep. So we've got both on there. We've got peel off and we've got stamp on that one. Yep,
that is beautiful. So again, you're getting those beautiful, beautiful stamps. Again, here's another one of the stamps.
That's just your stamp on its own, and then all the embellishments were taken from the recovered card on the Easy Mat, which I shall get to later. Yeah, wonderful. So you're not using more card. And again, there's our stamp, and then just the actual black on its own. Yes. Just down the side of the card, just to accent your soft version on the front. So there's loads and loads of ways of using them, not just your layering. You can use them separately as well.
Excellent. Now, it's not just your stamps, not just your layering peel-offs. You've also got these huge dies.
I know.
They are beautiful again.
They are, aren't they? And well, you know, we do our Pearly Pages, which is a book set. And we thought, oh, we'll do a butterfly book. Yes. But then it just evolved from a book, which I've got a lovely sample of that Barbara's done, to easel cards, to banners, to well, when I get to my samples, you'll show, because that's what you'll see. Sorry, that's what I'm going to show you the most when we get along to me in a little while.
There you go. So here we can see the dies cut out, and you were saying that this one here, that is the waste.
It's the drop out of that. Yeah. So you can either remake it again solid or change your colours up.
That is beautiful, but wait till you see these samples. I mean, these samples are just divine.
They are, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just the filigree part of it. And as I say, I'll show you when you come to me in just a moment. You can snip those little bits out and use them as flourishes on your cards as well. Oh, you've dropped me bow.
Oh, sorry. It fell off. There you go.
It's the lights, isn't it? It affects all the stickies on the pads.
I know.
But all those little bits on the wings can be snipped out and made as flourishes on your cards.
Good
so
point.
Look past what it is.
Absolutely.
We always say that. Look past what it is, and we give you the basics. Yeah. And then you get going with your imagination.
I love it. I mean, look at this for a little gift box.
Yeah, just a plain little box, and then add a couple of butterflies to it. How simple is that?
I love it. There you go. Beautiful. Look at this to open out. Oh, so you're going to have loads and loads of fun with these. They are so gorgeous. So you're getting absolutely everything here. Look at that, the stamps, the layering peel-offs. You've got all of those dies for £71.98. But also you can spread the cost. 2 payments of £35.99, and you've also popped in some sentiments for us as well.
We have as well, and obviously let your dreams fly. Yeah, I mean that's a part of what it is, and then you're fluttering.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you do want just the stamps and the peel-offs, we pop them at the bottom of the screen for £29.99, 926918. And then the dies, if you do want those individually, they're now at the bottom of the screen, £49.99, because they're substantial dies, these, 239026. But of course, everything works together, so why not go for the beautiful collection? 2 payments today of £35.99, and you've got that £8 saving. 306071 is the item number. A couple of other things that we've got on the show, of course, your Easy Mat. It's always so useful and so popular.
Well, it is, because it just allows you to save on the unused cards that are lying underneath your layers.
Yes.
Just from that picture that board, sorry, that you're picking up there. That's only 2 pieces of card at the one end.
Wow.
And normally you would put the one on top of the other.
Yeah.
But with the Easy Mat and being able to cut the middles out, look at all those frames and potential toppers that were hiding underneath. That sample you've got in your hand. I mean, that's a little bit funky, but that just shows you would have only had the outside 2.
That's it.
But look at all those that were hiding underneath. And it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
You will do it because it is quick.
Yeah.
And you'll start saving money on your card. I mean, there's some beautiful pads on the show today. I can see on one of our other poles over there.
Yeah.
And to the other side of me here, we've all got lots of nice pads that we're buying. This will enable you to make them go even further.
That's what we like, isn't it? There you go. No, don't forget, you're also going to get you've got your extras because you've got your shapes, and you also get that nice little diamond trail there.
Yes, and that's a guide for you to pierce through or mark through. And as I say, I'll come to all of that on my demo. But that allows you to design guides for you to put your gems on, your pearl paint, stitch through. So we've done an all-in-one sort of craft plate.
Yes. And then I was just going to show some more samples here, because you've got, as you were saying, you're saving, you're not wasting any cardstock. And here's a really good example of, like you said, to use it to pop your gems on.
Well, that's it. All the embellishments that you're seeing there on those samples were taken out of the card that was underneath. I haven't wasted, I haven't had to break into another piece of card. I've saved the bits that are underneath.
Yep.
And then made my embellishments out of it. So I'm saving card again.
Absolutely, love that. $26.99, item number is 221051. And then our beautiful paper pad. I love this, which, as you said, they are made to go along with your lovely book dies.
It was designed initially for the pearly pages, and you've got a couple of samples there, because it runs horizontally rather than vertically, because a lot of the pads do run like long ways, the wrong way, if you know what I mean. So we designed them to go horizontally, so that you can just put your die over the top, but you can do the same with your butterfly die today, and it will all run the same way. But of course, it's for any of your crafting projects. I mean, you've got soft focus on the back, you've got your stronger image on the front, and when you actually get this pad, I mean, yours is bound there for demo purposes. Obviously, yours will come glued down the side so you rip off what you want. When you actually get to look at it, you will see layers and layers and layers. I mean, our designer, I think she put about 60 layers. Wow. If anybody knows how these digital things work, it was 60 layers to get that effect of like this montage or this fusion of sort of like, they're sort of like soft photography and drawings at the same time. But as I say, you need to see them to really, really see how beautiful they are.
Yeah, I mean, even down to the front cover, don't waste that
The
either.
front cover, don't waste that. I mean, I have got a sample. I haven't given it you, but keep your front cover. It's still the same 240 GSM as the rest of the pad. Use it as dies, cut little flowers out of it, make tags out of it.
Absolutely. And then here you go, look at these. We've got some fabulous samples. So this is an example of how it works brilliantly with
that's
the
your side to side. Yeah. And that means you don't have to cut out 2 separate panels to stick to you. If you've already got our pearly pages, obviously that's a good accompaniment to it. If you haven't got our pearly pages, they are on the website, so nip on there and you'll see lots of samples on your website, as well as our own, of how this pad works.
Fabulous, look at these samples.
And that's just a panel, and that's just like the little plate that's with it. Just simple, but
so effective.
It just works. And if you open that one up, Alex, if you see inside, this is how I've used the Easy Mat. Look, I've just done a little frame and popped it inside. So you might not want to mat and layer with the Easy Mat. No. And I'll get that to, we always keep saying this, I'll show you that later. Yeah. But that's where you can just use it to cut frames out. Brilliant. Quick and easy.
Absolutely. Yes, and as you mentioned, Julie, it does also come with our nice little diamond trail with the hearts. I like these hearts, because the shape of them, because they're sort of like the folk heart.
The folk heart. We say American heart, but it is a folk art heart. It's just hard to say folk art heart on a Sunday morning.
It is difficult
with your teeth in.
So it's $29.99. Item number is 226723. And then, last but not least, these are brilliant for your pearly pages, because you spend such time on making your beautiful pearly pages look gorgeous. It's wonderful if you can actually pop them into a box and give it as a gift.
You can, yes. Well, the card that we're giving you there, we've already taken the 2mm off for you, because it's a substantial size of card that will make a big box. But it depends on where you score on your scoreboard. So it's either 2, 2.5 or 3, and that gives you large, medium and small, obviously. But you can go 4, 5, 6 and just make the boxes deeper at the side. We have cut one down, and I've got one when you come to me in a moment, that we've cut down to fit the butterfly. Right. And all you do then is obviously you cut it down to the size of your butterfly, add on 2.5 inches, and away you go.
Wonderful, but look at that for a gift box, wonderful. So $12.99, item number is 750458. Now, of course, you can shop by brand. There it is, so you can see everything from Scarlet Rose on here. So there's more of those diamond trails. As you mentioned, Julie, you'll find the pearly pages on there if you haven't yet got them. Got some really nice 5-star reviews also there. If you have bought previously any items from Scarlet Rose Crafts, then we'd love to see what you've been making. Send your pictures to studio@hochanda.com, or of course you can pop them onto our Facebook page. Right, without further ado, I'm going to hand over to you, Julie.
So, as Alex already has lifted up the board for you to show you them flat on a board, but I'm going to give you a look at these on the overhead so I can physically pick them up and show you. So, if you look here, these are our dies, and as you can see, they're quite substantial sized dies. If I just get that ruler out there, because I have to think about this. From tab to tab, we're talking about 21 centimetres, so 20 centimetres, 19 to 20 centimetres finished. So that's a, that's a large card that you'll be working with. But as you can see, you've got your wires, and the small ones work the same. So what you will do is you'll send through, depending on what you want to do with your card, whether it's a full solid or a full filigree. If I just lift that up there. So you'll take a solid like this, then you can cut out a filigree, or you could cut 2 filigrees out, or 2 solids. You've got the same again, solid and filigree with the small. We've got our 2 skeleton leaves, and these are the cutouts, because of course then you can paper piece them back in. I've done that in 2 different colours there. But that's a nice little waist. You can nip out the centre spines if you want to, and make them as little sprigs to go with your flowers. So you get 3 little flowers there, and you get your body pieces. Again, these fall out into quite nice little petals, so if you keep knocking those into a little jar or a tray, eventually you'll have enough to make a nice little flower out of that. So if I just scoop these to one side, what I decided to do, rather than get a machine out and show you how, dies go through, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You need one of your larger die machines, obviously, that will take the bigger dies. But I thought it might serve us better for me to just take a little time showing you different ways of putting these together. So let's have a look at it as just a normal side-to-side opening. As you can see from this one here that I showed you before, we've got 4 tabs. That depends on now where you want to cut them off. So if you wanted to do a gatefold, you'd leave all 4 on. If you wanted to do a side opener, you'd leave the 2 and take off 2. If you want to do a zigzag, you'd leave them all 4 on and zigzag them along. And again, I'll get to that in 1 second. So let's go for our just side opener. So fold your tabs over on the back. And again, it's up to you how you put them together. You may choose, let's get him the right way around. There we go. Upside down and back to front. So you might want to just fold them in and stick them together that way. So you actually have your tabs together like this, or you could do all tabs off and put 1 tab onto the back. The choice is yours. You could then hide it with a filigree which hides your tab, or as I said, just put all your tabs together, pop your filigree on the front, or not if you wanted it plain, and then pop your body on. Now that's your basic. Now you can go to town. So if I bring in some samples, and what I've done is I brought a sample for each section, and then I've got loads of samples for later. So here's a little one. Done side open.
Cute. Very nice. Very
little, very simple. Put all your gems on, somewhere to put your gems. And again, this is a slightly larger one. Now that one, I've left as filigree. I cut out 2. It depends on the thickness of your card, but I cut out 2 and I backed it front and back. So I did plain on the front, filigree on the back. This is the pad. This is your pad, as you can see, it runs the right way.
Beautiful.
So that's really simple one to do. And I've put one on the back. You could make that up on pads and bring it slightly forward, make it a pocket, throw tabs in behind.
Nice,
So that's that idea. So we'll pop that one out the way there. Let's bring in a gatefold. So again, this time I'd leave all 4 tabs on.
Right.
Your choice of which ones, whether you do it onto the base or as a little tab sticking up like that. You do the same on the other side. But what I would have done before that, I've cut it out and I've scored it down the middle and then attach it. So now I've got a gatefold.
Very pretty.
Let's bring these in, and you can see how that works. So, there we go. She's stuck together. There we go. So we can have it like that, or they can just be fluttering up in the air.
Nice.
You could do that. You could actually put pads down the side here if you want it as a solid one to just flutter like that.
Yeah, give it a lift.
Or we've got our openers like that. Obviously, plenty of places to put your gems. There's a little teeny one. I mean, think of these. These could be, if I bring that to camera that way.
Yeah.
In the gallery. Where
He's
are we
just
going?
coming
He's
to
coming.
it.
He's
Yeah.
coming. I can see, there we go. I can see the camera fiddling about. That could be place settings
Yeah, yeah.
at a wedding
Absolutely.
or a party.
I really like
when we can
thank you
get back
cards.
to them again,
Yeah.
obviously. But 30 of these wouldn't be too bad to do, would
No.
it, at the moment? It's 4, is it 15 now?
Oh,
I think it's 15, isn't it? But there we go. I mean,
Yeah.
wedding invitations.
Beautiful.
That's our
Lovely dies.
That's our lovely dies. Let's go on to, let's have a look at, okay. Let's have a go at putting them through our embossing folders.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have to be plain.
Mm-hmm.
I've just popped that through an embossing folder there. What about putting it through embossing folder? That was just one of these spongy nail files. Take the top off, make it more vintage.
Yeah.
So if we put our bodies on, they come to life when you put the bodies on.
They do, don't they?
The bodies, again, have got plenty of places to put your gems. So there's another little thing for you to do there. Let's bring some samples in because it always makes sense when you see a sample. So there we go.
That's so
Through our
beautiful.
embossing folder, and it's changed it from just a plain body.
Yeah.
I mean, look how many embossing folders. We try to do things and we think, what have you already got?
Yes.
So yes, we've got embossing folders, and yes, you'll put a plain piece of card through, but now put a shaped piece of card through. So that changes it again. This one, I did take his diddly bits off there and I put just a circle die that I've got.
Aperture.
Look through it.
That's
so we
beautiful.
can see. So all of your aperture dies. So let's make aperture butterflies.
Absolutely.
So let's pop that one out the way there. And this one. Now, I did this with the pockets that we bought on last month.
Right.
How to cushion your butterflies. So basically what you'll do is you'll send through your plain one first.
Yeah.
Then you will get your solid one and pop him on the top, like that. And then you put your card on top like that.
Right,
And
yeah.
your rubber mat.
Okay.
Or whatever sandwich it is you need to do to get it to emboss. Send it through. So now it doesn't actually cut. No, she's done that wrong. Forget him. You've cut him out.
Yes.
Put that down, cut inside down. Do apologise.
That's all right.
Then put your plain one on top that you've just cut out with your wire.
Yeah.
Then send him through. And when it comes back out again, you've got this and you've got this.
Yes.
Doesn't look a lot like that. But then put your filigree over the top, and I hope the camera very much can pick that up.
So it's almost like
you
slotted
can just
in.
see. If I do it, I don't know whether it does a little.
We're just coming to.
Just about you can see there, the double there,
Yeah.
double there.
Yeah, got that.
Oh, there we go. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic shot. You can see how you've now got a debossed effect underneath. If we keep the always move. If we keep the camera there, we've got that funky side,
Yes.
which doesn't look a lot, but put your filigree over the top, and I'll bring that to camera again. Can you see how it's cushioned?
It's really good. Yeah.
And that's
looks
just another
really
effect.
pretty.
So as I say, just cut your plain one out,
Yep.
put it back on, put your pot on top with your rubber mat, send it through, and that's where you get an embossed effect.
Nice.
So really, they are a lot more than that you first look
Yes,
at
when
with
you look
these
at them.
dies. So, like I said, I like to bring some samples in
You've
because
got
obviously
beautiful
this starts you thinking, oh, what can I
Yeah.
do with that? Now, we mentioned books, and we thought, oh, yes, we'll bring out a lovely butterfly book. But it became very obvious to us that we'll be able to do a lot more than just a book with one tab on, which is why we put the 4. So Barbara put this together. As you can see, there's the front. You've got all your pearls. But start opening it up, and what she's done, look, don't stick them all down.
Yeah.
Cut them up.
Oh.
Make them into butterfly wing pockets.
Like a little journal.
Like a little journal. I mean, you could write your... Oh, what's this? Brought the dog with me.
No.
You can write all your sentiments on there. You could put all your photographs on there. We've got another little pocket here.
That looks
There.
so divine.
You can add all your own dies to it. Not just ours. You can put all your own little pocket dies on there. I mean, how simple. And it doesn't take that long to do. And that's a finish where you could put your verse. So that's a book.
Yeah.
This is another variation on a gatefold. And that's sort of like
that's
a gatefold
really
with a gatefold.
lovely.
How do I explain that?
Look at that.
Yeah, so we've got all these layers and then we've got this one in the middle. So, and again, that's our pad. But look how you can sort of extend that to more than just a card. And
they look
it's
so
just,
special,
honestly,
do you know what I mean?
it's just getting over to you. Now, we'll have to step away and hope they don't all catch on each other. If and when we can have our parties again.
Yes. Bunting!
Bunting.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Look at your vintage type little parties, little princess parties or prince parties.
Indeed.
Do them in blacks and whites. I mean, they could be Halloween, anything. You could make that look like a bit like a bat.
Yeah,
I just thought
you could.
Halloween party, black and orange, take the feelers off, cut the bottom. If you cut, I would say cut this bottom piece off here.
Yeah.
You could
what
make
a great idea.
You could, literally, that just come to me. So we could make them look like bats if you wanted to make them look like bats. So, I mean, you could string all these round. If you've got a craft stall.
Yes, because we're allowed to make to sell.
Them. Yeah, you could string them all round your craft stall.
Yeah.
So that's bunting. Let's have another look at one of these. I think I like these gatefolds.
They're wonderful, aren't they?
A lot of our samples are gatefolds, but it just shows you. Yeah. As I say, if we stand this one up, I'll bring that one to camera, you can see how good that would look on your mantelpiece. Yeah,
there you go.
It is
a mantelpiece pleaser, isn't it?
It is really, isn't it? So there's another gatefold. This one I used our ready-to-go sticky sheets. Now that is on the website. That's with gold foiling.
Beautiful.
I'll open it up like that so you can see through.
Yeah.
So that's an actual gold metallic butterfly. We've got another, again, ready-to-go sticky sheet. Yeah. Let's get a bit of glitter going there. Can't really tell in this in our camera.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Never really comes up as glitter as it is in the studio.
What you're saying.
If you could see it in the studio, it's really sparkling. Really glitzy. So again, we've got like our see-through, and that's quite solid because we've layered it up.
You've got so many different ideas, Julie. It's wonderful.
Just to show you a very quick few. It doesn't have to be made as a solid. Yeah. We've got on the end. Conscious of the time here. But here's one where I said, cut them out. Cut them out. I made a funky butterfly there, or that could have been a dragonfly.
Oh, yeah.
And then look what I said. Use it inside. Use them as flourishes. And let's try and get a last little one in there before we move on to our peel-offs, because those are just really what I want to get to show you. There's another version of it there. And last but not least, on this little section, back to camera again, we've got
nice little easel card.
Nice little easel card. So
they are stunning.
They're just so much. And I better show this, or Barbara will go crazy. It's a bag. So again, I mean, if you put some water, a plastic bag and some Oasis in there, you could make that with flowers coming out.
Yes.
Dump your handle and put flowers coming out of it. So please look at these dies as more than what they are.
Yes.
That makes sense.
It does indeed. Well, while you get set for the next bit then, we are 20% of the big bundle gone. So you're getting these wonderful layering peel-offs. Beautiful, because you've got the sort of silver effect and you have got the gold effect. Look at that. And so you can see the holographic actually. That looks really cool, doesn't it? And you've got so many on these sheets. Then you're also getting the beautiful stamps which complement our lovely images that you can see here. So they are so pretty. And you know, they're nice large stamps. Look at all that filigree that's on it. Look at that. Let Your Dreams Fly, it's beautiful. Wings of Love, absolutely stunning. And then we come on to the dies that Julie has been using. But that's a lot of metal you're getting for your money, it really is. Beautiful filigree, absolutely love the amount of ways that Julie's shown us, you know, you can use these dies. Now, I've got the boards here. Let's have a little look on these. So you can see, you can either use this one on its own, this one on its own, or when you layer them up, you get a third different look. So that's what you can be doing with these. So they do layer beautifully. And then again, you can use this on its own, or pair them up and layer them. They are stunning. And then what about making like your little, you know, popping them onto acetate, looks beautiful. Here we've got a really nice sample teaming it with the dies. So, not the dies, sorry, the stamps, so you can see how well they work. Here's another one with our lovely, lovely holographic. I mean, just look at this. This is the stamp, that sentiment, and then just this little butterfly in the corner works really well. Absolutely stunning, aren't they, these? Absolutely beautiful. There you go. And some more samples here. I love this little box because now we're moving on to the dies and, of course, the paper pad. Love this beautiful little box. Absolutely stunning. Hang on, let's pick this one up. Fingers and thumbs. There you go. And move this out. So look, you can layer them. Bunting, as Julie said, absolutely stunning these. Amazing. Look at that, how it opens up. Lovely. Okie dokie, so you can spread the cost. As I said, we're 20% of the stock gone. 2 payments of $35.99. Item number is 306071. Now, if you do want just the stamps and the peel-offs, then we've got them available for you to buy individually. Because you might already have the dies perhaps. $29.99. Item number is 926218. And then if you do want the dies individually, we can also offer you that. And then it is $49.99. Item number is 239026. Now, our beautiful paper pads. Right, we have realised that there was a bit of a mistake earlier on the price. You're getting an even better deal. So it's $22.99, saving £7. If you did check out earlier, just call the call centre and they'll issue that difference in refund. So there you go, but let's have another little flick through. I just think this is divine. Look at all of these. Double-sided, 240 GSM, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous images. So many layers, aren't there? Absolutely stunning. Remember, they'll go with your pearly pages there perfectly. $22.99 item number. Oh yes, and you're not just getting that, of course. You get your little folk heart diamond trail. It's cute, isn't it? Great for your gems, your piercing. Now half the stock has gone of our paper pad and the diamond trail. It's $22.99, 226723. Right then, so I'm going to hand back to you, Julie.
There's such a lot to get in, though, isn't there? It's just like, what do we do? What do we do? So this is the other side of your bundle. Yeah. Obviously, you can buy them separately, but if you've already got our butterfly dies, but this is part of your bundle today. Now, we wanted to bring peel-offs to you, but we thought, what can we do that will make them different? Because normally we'd peel a peel-off off and we'd just pop it on our project. Yeah. And they are becoming popular again because everything has its fads and it comes and it goes. And we thought, well, we can see that peel-offs are starting to become popular again, so let's see what we can do with them. So we decided, let's do a little bit of a twist and let's do layering peel-offs. Why not? Now, I don't think, because this came out of my head, that layering peel-offs are around. So what we provided you with, as you saw on the board earlier, and I'll bring this one back in, you get a solid, which is like, I call it sort of like an Art Deco-y effect. You can use that on its own. You get a black lacy on clear. So whatever colour you put underneath, obviously white at the moment, but that could be pink or black or blue. Right. But the magic comes when you layer them together. Now, if the camera, it's doing a fantastic job, can get us in there. Can we just look at that? I have now, fantastic. You put the black over your base and you've now got a layered peel off. Nice. Now that allows you, that's just flat to card, but that would allow you to pop it onto acetate and layer the wings up, or put them on pads and layer 2 or 3 up together. I'll just turn that over and bring the acetate in. If we can bring that back to camera again. Nice. There we go. That's just to show you, can you see? We're see-through here. Yeah. And that just shows you the effects that you're going to get, which you mount that up on your glue gels and on your pads. So if I bring one already done, so that you can see, and again, if we got it to camera. Oh, I'm doing well today. I normally get these back to front and upside down. But as you can just see, black and gold. Yes. And that's on acetate. Wonderful. So now we can make solid butterflies. And they are so easy to do. Oh, before I move off, this is the front sheet of your stamps. Again, I'll bring it to camera that way because I'm doing really well today. That's the front sheet of your stamps. Have you coloured it? Yeah. Ah, excellent. It's with the peel-off pens or overhead projector pens. Right. So when you pull your stamps off, and they are adhered quite firmly, so don't worry, they're strong, you can pull them off. But it leaves you with this carrier sheet, and we thought, well, why not? Use it. Use it, like we always say, like the front page of your pad. Use them. And there we go again. So that's how good they look that way. Nice. And let's pop them there. Look at that. And I've just popped gems on it. Yeah. Again, very shiny for the lights in studio, but you can see. And that's just your solids on its own. So you then pass what that is. And what Barbara did, and I will hold that one up, that one, you might see that actually. There we go. Oh, that looks awesome. Because obviously we've got lots at home because we're doing our samples and what have you. That is the front sheets off these stamps.
Looks so
but again,
effective.
you could do them back to back on acetate and make a little window catcher.
Oh.
So let's go on to how you use them, and it is simplicity itself. They come on the big sheet, as you'll see, but I took them off for demoing purposes. But what you can do, let's do a couple this way. All you do is you can either take them, don't worry about touching it, it doesn't stop the glue, it's easy. So let's just pop, layer it down, body first, we always say body first and then let the wings go and smooth it down.
Yeah.
And that's just your solid. Let's pop, probably not the best colour card, but I will pop it on there. So same again with your black, body down, pop him down. So that's just how you'd use them as they are. But let's have a look at them layered.
Nice. And by the way, we're 40% of the stock.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm not surprised, to be honest. This is just a twist on peel-offs, and there will be more to come.
Yes. Excellent.
So you're going to get lots of different layering peel-offs.
Nice.
But we've launched them today on Hochanda, the first place to have them. So we pop our base down. Now, this could either be on card or onto your acetate if you're going to cut it out. So there's our base. So then all you do, now let's just pick him up. I've got no nails. Terrible. Right, take our layer.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter about touching the wings, won't go unsticky. And like we said, yes, the camera can pick that up. Pop the body down first, which is really easy because all the lines light up. Let the wings go. And you've popped it over the top, and now there's your layered one. And it's as easy as that.
Lovely.
There's no fiddling around, because you can touch those wings and they don't stick to you.
Yes.
Because it's normal peel-offs are quite thick. These are slightly thinner because we're layering them.
Yes.
So it allowed us to get a different type of glue on the back, which has allowed us to hold them.
Right.
Which allowed us to layer over the top. It's just,
nice,
it seems so simple, but it was so simple to bring this together. So that's how you layer them. And if I could, one little tip. Now you might want to, when you're layering, as you'll see, when you pull them off, there's like a little bit of a bleed all the way around the edge of just clear.
Right.
When you pop that onto your project, you can cut round that and it gives you a perfect little 2mm edge. But when you're layering them up, you might want to do it actually on the waxy release paper.
I see.
So cut them out and lift that off like that. And then that just leaves you, put that in the bin. That just leaves you then, you don't sort of overlap and stick. They do come off anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you do it all on the sheet, don't worry about it. But it just makes it, if your little bit of overlap will stick to the waxy bit rather than stick to the plastic bit.
Yes.
It just makes it easier for to get it off. So that's just a little tip there. What I actually do, to be fair, the whole sheet itself, I'll start in the corner, I'll pull them all off and then just pop them down as they come off and take rid of the whole thing.
Okay.
So I've already done it. But each to their own, you'll find your own way. So, like I did before, I'm going to bring some samples in.
Lovely.
Because this is the best way for you to see how they work. So we'll go back to our overhead. Simple, stamp. Just a simple wings of love in the middle on acetate and glue gel. As you can see, that is standing up and that one's a layered. Again, very simple. Nothing hard about that one. But we've gone straight to card, onto acetate, and then a layered one.
Nice.
So the camera's showing us there, that's brilliant. We've got another one here. Now I've started to decorate that with gems.
Looks
so
really
that
effective.
makes it good. Easy mat to take all my frames out.
Indeed.
And then just straight to card on the side. So that's an easy one there. Now this is what I was saying about your foiling. That was over a piece of copper foil. If I bring it to the camera there, because this is an easel card, so you'll see it. There we go.
Oh, look.
Can we just...
Yeah.
I'll try and get... There we go. So all your foil cards now, you can make all different colours. Again, Easy Mat gave me all the extras, but I'll come to that in a minute. There's the little edge that I was talking about. So you can cut actually on the... You'll see... You can't see it on screen, but when you're doing it, you'll see exactly what I mean. There's a little line that you can cut through. And I've mixed that. Just applying.
It looks so effective.
It's simple, but it's just so effective. This one again, you've got enough to do. Do your little tags that match. Again, these one acetated onto card, and they go over your layers because you can see through them. Pop that out the way. What do we want to get in? Conscious of the time. Oh, this is a good one.
It is, isn't
it? Again, I'll take that one to camera because that's probably a better angle for you to see it. There we go. There we're coming up. Look. So that's a layered one on top of a solid. So it's a solid and then the layered one on top.
Yeah.
And then inside we just did normal black over foil. So you can see all the different effects that you're getting. We'll go back to overhead again. So we've got acetate ones, all your bits. Let's go to just our stamps. I mean, that is just the stamp. Smudged round with your dies, technical term, smudged round. And then just your wings of love and the peel off.
Excellent.
Now this one, Barbara did this one, and these are obviously flowers that you've die cut, but camera probably won't pick it up. They might if they can zoom in. If you look at the background, it's actually the veins off the stamp of the butterfly.
Oh, is it?
So if I bring the butterfly, that's larger than the stamps come. But we've enlarged it to show. But you see this little bit here?
Yeah.
What she's done is she's stamped it all over the flowers once she's cut them out. So when you look close on this, there's white veins. So we've used our stamps as backgrounds, not just as stamps. There we go, straight to card. That's quite a...
Oh, it's nice and dramatic,
that's
that
a dramatic one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But that one is just layered and onto foil. So I've layered it up again. So that's that one.
You've got so many lovely samples.
You know, we try to bring them all in. Again, just simple. That's just stamps and your extras from your easy mat. And this is a little sneaky peek of something that's in production or sort of in our brains and with our designers at the moment. This looks slightly enamelled, and that's hopefully, fingers crossed, a new thing that we'll be bringing to you soon.
Wonderful.
But that's our pearly pages.
Yeah.
And that's just an acetate one on the wings. So that's quite a few samples. And that's another one Barbara did there. That's just like 2 or 3 layers, and then put your butterflies round it. And again, we've got another one, a little one in the middle. So we've mixed the two together, and you've got one inside there.
The possibilities,
I mean, honestly, I'm going and going and going.
Yeah.
I know I do have time. There's our box, look.
Yes.
And all we did there, we cut it down to, you measure what it is you want to box, because we give you the 3 sizes there.
Yeah.
So this is 19 centimetres, you'd add on 5. So cut your base down to 24 centimetres and your lid, but with your lid, go from the centre out. So you'd go 12.5 that way and 12.5 that way, so that you keep your finger lift in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, people know how to make boxes, it's easy to do. So obviously your box board that's on today is not only the pearly pages, you can use it for your butterflies as well. And just the last 2 little tiddlers before we move on again. And another one there. Like I said, I do seem to like these gatefolds, but we all got our own way, haven't we?
We do. That's beautiful.
And that's that for now.
Wonderful. All right then, so I'll do another quick recap if you're just joining us. We are now 70% of the stock gone. And do remember Julie's got another show later on. So make sure you're checking out just in case you are going out. So you've got your wonderful layering peel off, something a little bit different. And we've also got the stamps first. They all work together. Aren't the designs, they're so elegant and so full. A wonderful filigree, absolutely divine. Then we're moving on to those lovely layering peel-offs. You can see that some end up with a bit of a holographic feel. You've also got ones in gold, which is really pretty. And you're getting a lot on these sheets. You really are.
136 elements.
Is there? 136 elements. And then, of course, you've got these really, really large dies. They are beautiful, that you can make all sorts of different shaped cards and boxes. Really divine. Again, I've got a couple of samples to show you of our wonderful butterflies. So here you can see, you can either open it up like so, just like that. You could use, hang on, what else have we got? And of course we've got the beautiful stamps layering up with your flower dies. I love this box, absolutely adore this. And again, we're moving on to the stamps, and then there's your stamp, and then there's the acetate. And then we bring in our lovely acetate again. Love that with the flourishes at the side. Here's another one with our sentiment stamp that we've got. And of course, the peel off onto acetate. So there's so many wonderful things that you can be creating. They're absolutely gorgeous. So remember, 70% of the stock has gone. You can spread the cost, 2 payments of £35.99. If you do want anything individually, we have got the peel-offs and stamps together, bottom of the screen. We'll just pop those there, which is £29.99. Item number is 926218. But then if you also want the dies, again separately, these have been really popular by themselves, these, £29.99. No, not that. I thought that was funny. Hang on, we'll change the details. on its own. So this is for the dies at the bottom of the screen. There you go, $49.99. Item number is 239026. But if you do want the whole collection, it's available. Oh wow, it's now 80% of the stock gone. It's absolutely flying out, pardon the pun. 306071 is your item number. Then, of course, we've got our lovely Easy Mat, and I know Julie's going to show us how this works. It's just a brilliant invention, I think, really is. Plus, so not only have you got, you know, your board, we've also got some extra shapes for you, and you get a little insert there too. And so this is basically, you're saving yourself tons of cardstock. Look at that, because that is when you're sort of using the Easy Mat. It's great. That's your layering there. And then, of course, using your Easy Mat, and you can also use the embellishments, and you can pop your pearls on. It's just a brilliant time-saving and also, you know, way of saving your cardstock, which is great because we don't like waste. So it's $26.99. Item number is 221051. Right then, I'm going to hand back to you then, Julie.
Okay.
Yes.
Got all my bits and bobs out now, so we can carry on. Easy Mat. Now, this is where our company started, and this was Barbara's light bulb idea. Because like everybody, we are like matting and layering, but we don't like wasting. No. Because, you know, we either haven't got time to faff about trying to gut it. We always say we hate that word. Yeah, I know. But we don't have the time to gut our cards out, so we keep slapping the card on top of each other, wasting it with gritty teeth because we don't have the time. Yeah. So if I can just show it to the camera here, this is where we normally start. We normally start matting and layering like that, but as we know, we tend to sacrifice all that underneath because we haven't got the time. And we end up making one card like that, and we break into more card because we think that's the right card, or to, you know, make our embellishments. But now you can make, with the Easy Mat and being able to recover your card, you can make that one, you can make that one. Excellent. And you can make that, and it's still just out of that. So we've made that piece of card go even further, and like that board you showed earlier on, obviously you can just keep going and going and going. So if we come back to the board, you'll see it's a plate of designs down one side, which are your diamond trails, and a grid of holes. Yeah. Now these holes are what's going to do your measuring. You will see they go from 0 to 7.5 inches across the top, and 0 to 11 inches down the side. You can go bigger than that, and I'll show you on a 12 by 12. If you cut your layers every half an inch, that's the basic way of doing it, to give you the little 1/4 inch layer that we saw there. But if you want to cut it in centimetres, or you cut them by eye, because I mean a lot of mine I do by eye, I sort of put a piece on the top and I measure where it is, and you know, I'll do it by eye. You use it just a slightly different way. So if I show you the basic, and then I'll show you the extras. Sounds good. So let's just say, and I'll move this just out the way for the moment, and I'll move my piercing mat. Now the piercing mat isn't on the show today, but I do believe this is on the website. Excellent. This was made to fit the right size, as you can see there. It's very dense, it's food grade. You can use it for stamping. Oh really? You can use it for modelling your fondant on. If it's, you have two separate ones, obviously don't cross-contaminate. You can use it for piercing. Yep. So I'll just pop that to one side for now. I'll just do a quick stock update if I may. Oh, you can? Yes, because for our big bundle, right, we have now gone limited. So if you want it fastest fingers first, I mean, it's a really lovely big bundle, and there's such beautiful images, peel-offs, dies and stamps. So it has gone limited. Again, you can spread the card. Oh, we've sold out. Okay. I think we'll have to get on to my dad to see if we can get in the shed for some more. Yes. Okay, we're going to do that then, see if we can get some more for you. Yeah, lovely. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Giving you a wink. Okay. So, but we could also use it to cut our layers. So let's say I haven't got a paper trimmer yet because I'm only just starting crafting, and actually this looks like a good idea. Yeah. If I want to cut a layer on this, let's just say I want to cut this big piece of paper down to 5 by 5. I'll run the numbers across the top and down the side. Find my 5, find my 5, bring them together and make a mark. Now I'm using a mechanical pencil. Might want to put a mark there, and you might want to put a mark there. You can pierce that on your mat if you wish. It's entirely up to you. Yeah. Well, all I'd do now is I'd line up my dots and cut. And it's as simple as that. And what I've done here, I've just created a layer. So it's up to you how you create your layers. You can use our Easy Mat. There we go. Done. Or you can use your trimmer, entirely up to you. Right, so let's bring our Easy Mat back in again. Right, so what we've got here is, there's our layers, as we said, every 1/4 inch. Nice. And what you'll do because you've put them every 1/4 inch, I will actually bring that piercing mat in because it's the easiest, that's better for you to see, and I'll use my piercing tool. Because you've done them every 1/2 inch, sorry, not every 1/4 inch. So you do 5, 5.5, 6, 6, 6.5, 7, whatever, to use it this way. And now any 4 holes, just pop them on the corners to line it up and come in 1 and mark, come in 1, come in 1, come in 1, and that's it. You've marked out, let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that. You've now marked out where you need to cut. And what you're doing, this is how you're now recovering a perfect usable square, and that's the thing, it's usable.
Yeah.
I mean, you could gut this by eye, of course you could, and if that's how you prefer to do it, but you then have to retrim, where are we? You have to retrim that piece of card to be able to use it again.
Right.
Doing it this way and marking it perfectly the way we have, you can then take that and put that straight away as a topper. So let's say you bought our stamp set today or our peel-offs, you can now just take that, put your frame on your card, put your peel-off on, and you're done.
Yes.
That's so quick and easy. So if I bring all these in, you will just see, get that out of the way there, you'll just see with some base cards just what you can achieve. So you will end up with, you've got all your frames and all your middles. Now that would have been underneath.
Yeah.
So you can either pop that back together, like so. That's where we started. And you could put that on the top. And you've got these as spares.
Really nice.
To either keep or put your flowers on.
Yeah.
Or, let's bring some more out here. So that's your first one. And I mean, how many have I got here? There's
Lots.
3. So there's 2 on there. You could put 2 frames on there.
Yeah.
Like that. And you've got your spares. Now let's say I've cut the middles out, you've got another one there, you've got another one there, or you've got another one there, another one there, and another one, and keep going like that board showed you.
Yes.
Just look how much now you've achieved out of that original piece of card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 frame on each one. I mean,
yeah,
literally. And
once
you
you see
saw
it.
how quick it was.
Yeah.
You can sit with your lap tray in front of the TV, mark these out and put them in colours and have boxes ready, frames ready to go.
And then you can batch make really quickly
You
as
can,
well.
but it's not just for that, it's for apertures. So let's bring him back in again.
Yeah.
Mark your blanks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've come in 2 for that one. You could come in 3, whatever.
Right.
You're now making your own aperture cards.
Excellent.
And like, as I say, let's open him up there. So you're making your own aperture cards. That's another way of using it. We've got, oh, let's show you a different way of actually using it.
Oh, okay.
I did say you could go less, didn't I?
Yes.
Let's bring this back in again. I'm carrying away. Is there that much I need to show you? I don't know where to start. Let's say we cut them every 1/4 inch, or you cut them by eye.
Yeah.
So now when you pop it on, you'll see that those 4 dots don't fit on all the 4 corners.
Right.
All you will do, either bring it across slightly diagonally, bring them inside the corners, now mark. Because it's the coming in 1 or 2 or 3 that's doing the measuring.
Yes.
These are just lining up. Or go to the corner, mark 1, go to the corner, mark 1, drop to the corner, mark 1, drop to the... And I'll be honest, that's the way I do it.
Is it? Okay.
I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's done. Same principle if you're using a 12 by 12, because it's obviously now it's bigger than the card. What you would do now, bigger than the plate, sorry, is you would come in and turn it.
Ah, like that.
And come in and turn it. And you would do that. I mean, look on your 12 by 12s, just look how much. If you were matting and layering with another one on your, look, just
and you've saved
how much
it.
would you do? And then you could do that on your next page, or all the embellishments around your photos.
Indeed.
So that's your 12 by 12. But also, with both our card and other cards, you might want a 12 by 12, but you only need that bit. But to get to it, you've got to cut, and inevitably that's the bit you need for your next card.
Yeah.
Just pop this over the top, mark it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut that little bit out and you've left it all intact.
Wonderful.
It's an oblong ruler.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You can do the same, obviously, with our pad today. You might want to just take out that little butterfly there, pop it over the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, take it out. You've left the rest in contact.
Lovely.
So that's something else you can do.
Quick mention actually about the paper pad, because we are 80% of the stock gone on the paper
That's
pad.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic. So what I'll do then is, if I haven't forgot anything, I don't think so.
You've got 5 minutes.
I've got 5 minutes? Ooh, plenty.
Okay.
So this is the other side. These are our diamond trails.
Yes.
Now we thought, what we'll do is we'll give you something to cut it out and something to put on your toppers. So as you can see, we've got butterfly, oval, heart and hexagon. We've got a frame round there, like a rounded off square. Just down here you can see that there's a little trail, that's where the name came from, and scallops. And what you do with these, you design your own toppers for your gems, your paints, your stitching. Quickly show you how it works, so I can get some samples in because it's samples that matter.
Right. And you've brought some beautiful samples. I have,
even though I say so myself. So all you'll do is you'll layer it up on your topper or wherever you want it to be, and you start piercing or marking through.
Wow, you're quick at that.
Well, funnily enough, I've had a lot of practice.
Yeah.
You don't have to go as quick as me, obviously. As you heard, we've only got 5 minutes. So that's what you get left with. Now, you could leave it like that. And I'll bring in a sample by the side of that. And you could do just a little pierced card like that.
Yeah.
The camera's coming in.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Or you can use it for stitching.
I love the stitching. Yeah.
Like that. Or pop your gems on.
Yep.
Like that. It's the perfect guide for you to use because we've all got little bits of gems hanging about.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do
loads.
with them. And if you want to get the children involved, fine liners, because they've got a longer nib,
yes.
so it goes through the plate.
Right.
And then they can join you in your crafting as well.
Nice.
And then all you do, which is pretty self-explanatory, is you then take your gems, she says, sticking into her fingers, and you start marking over the holes. Now you might go over every hole and a space. The bigger they are, I work from the centre out. All I'm doing is giving myself a guide. So you would end up with that. If I bring a little board in, and I'll do that one to camera because that might be easier.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think
he's
so.
just coming in.
He's coming in. There we go. And that just shows you. That's that heart, all different ways.
Yeah.
So we've got gems, we've got peel-off dots, we've got brads, we've got stitching, we've got, well, that one was just the original heart.
Wow.
And then I cushioned in, but then you could go out as well.
Absolutely.
And that would be with any of the shapes. So that is just the heart, but done in all different ways. So now we've got that out of the way, let me bring some samples in our final few moments because I can just explain exactly what you're going to do with it. Now, this is your easy mat. So there's all my layers. Well, all this was hiding underneath.
Right.
So I created all that from that.
Yep.
We've got that again. There's our diamond trails. All this was underneath. I haven't had to use more.
Good.
And as I say, just think about these pads are considered purchases. And I said earlier on, there's lots of nice pads on today, throughout the day on Hochanda. You want to make the most of them, don't you? So that's your scallop. Turn it round. Because they're clear and see-through, you can move them round, flip them over. I've made circles out of the border. That's the heart. So there's the heart.
Oh, right.
And then I moved it and just did the bottom bit to a little butterfly.
Oh, that's clever.
This is pearls on a string. Now that looks different again, but I marked the butterfly out and then got the pearls on the string and then held them down as I went round. That gave me a different effect again. That's the heart again. Move it round, move it round, move it round. So you can design. There's some little
cute
wings.
Oh,
so use
adorable.
your dies you've already got, put some wings behind.
Yeah.
Now the hexagon, honeycomb. Patchwork.
Yes.
We've got lots of patchwork people that come on here. You've got friends who do patchwork. There's your honeycomb or your patchwork. And finally, Christmas.
Yeah.
Now that looks like it's been stitched. It hasn't.
Is it not?
I've done the holes.
Okay.
And then got a ruler and a fine liner pen and joined the holes up.
Oh, it does look stitched, yeah.
So there's a Christmas tree. So, and finally, the actual whole thing itself is a diamond trail. Look at it. So you can do and mark out your slots for your ribbons.
Oh, yes, that looks good.
You normally buy a die to do that.
You
don't need to. You can do it on there.
Yeah.
Mark out your chevrons. Do the whole thing. Just turn it diagonally.
Yeah.
You could completely cut. I mean, diamonds, pearls, cushioned, and then put your topper on the top. And finally, it's perfectly to do your borders down the side of your card and all around your frames.
Nice.
So it's really, if you've got the dies, if you've got the peel-offs, if you've got your easy mat, you've got everything.
Excellent, thank you, Julie. So for our lovely new today bundle with the stamps, your layering peel-offs and all of your dies, it did sell out. We have got it on extended delivery and it will be sent out from the 2nd of October, but just look at these beautiful designs. And like I said, with the layering peel-off, something that little bit different.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't get to demo the stamps because I knew we were against the time, but the stamps are polymer, they're so easy to do, and the images are crisp and they complement beautifully.
Excellent. And you're back at 2 o'clock?
I am.
Indeed, so make sure you're joining Julie then. So if you do want to go for this lovely, lovely big bundle, you've got that £8 saving. It's £71.98. I mean, those are really substantial dies, aren't they? Or, of course, you can spread the cost on FlexiBuy, 2 payments of £35.99. 306071 is your item number. You can, of course, call us on 01733 602000, or you can go to the website at hochanda.com. So yes, we'll see you at 2 o'clock.
We will.
Marvellous. Do make sure you're checking out your baskets, because I think you're going to so enjoy using these. They are absolutely stunning, stunning designs. Right then, I'm going to hand the mantle over to our Adam.